Most goal oriented people are just doing those, to achieve those the tasks which require to achieve those goals, just because they want to achieve the goal. They don't really give a fuck about it, bro. So I had this 2cc awards, like $10 million award, and the $100 million award vision as a, a pic that I took a fucking printout of, and as a vision board. And I have like a fucking Lambo over here, the pic, and a couple of other dream cars. And yeah, bro, to be honest, bro, like I do really give a fuck about them, but I don't really give a fuck about the process. I have I wasn't filled with enthusiasm to work to get them. Of course, when I looked at them, it always helped me to put my head down and work. And eventually, I was just out of motivation. I didn't feel that drive. Like I was just showing up to the gym just because I wanted to show up to the gym. I was just hitting the daily KPIs of in my self employment or the business that I'm in, just because I wanted to do them, and I didn't really give a fuck about them, bro. I was operating from a place of desperation or desperateness, scarcity, and I wasn't really focusing that much on self improvement. I'm actually consistent on self improvement tasks, but I wasn't really spending more time on them. I was just working all day, just filling up my calendar with various different tasks. I don't even know that were really efficient or not. And I was just trying to be a basement goblin and not go out, not talk with people, and just stay here, just trying to act like a fucking, oh, this hardcore person. And eventually today, it just felt like shit, bro. It just felt like shit. Like for the past few days, I've been feeling a lot of anxiety that I even felt like I am gonna get some panic attack. I'm being completely honest here, bro. I'm being completely honest. I don't give a. I'm a type of person who doesn't give a fuck about depression, anxiety, OCD, PTSD, ADHD, ADD, and those bullshits. Just because I work out every day, I try to push through every plateau. It's not the plateau, every obstacle that I have in front of me, and I just like to work, like even if I don't feel like it. But today, for some reason, it just didn't work, and the problem was my purpose. I only wanted to achieve, like, get these 2cc awards, the $10 million, $1 million, the $100 million award, just because I wanted to make money. I wanted to get the Lambo just because I wanted to make the money, and there was no core purpose to it. And and to be honest, I just wanted to get them just because I wanted to get revenge on people who talked down on me and my family, and that was the only reason. And to be honest, bro, like I said, you like I was operating from the place of scarcity and desperateness, and most people could be doing this who want to achieve something, but they're not really achieving it, and they don't feel the enthusiasm towards it, bro. Like if you look at someone who has achieved like big, like a billionaire, like a artist and everyone, like they actually feel enthusiastic about their work and probably even passionate about their work at some times. But I lost the passion, like the enthusiasm to lift more weights in the gym, and I lost the fucking enthusiasm to show up to the work, just because the outcomes that I were attached to were not really fucking that really motivating me every day. And I was attached to the outcome too much. I was operating from neediness, and that's the thing. and and also I think that now that I slowly take a step back and look at it, not really take a step back, but just, use my brain to focus on what's really happening here. I don't feel any more, I don't feel motivation. I'm just completely relying on discipline, and it isn't really working. Like I've been relying on discipline for a lot of days, and it just feels like I'm pulling hair and nothing's really working. Like I said, I'm just doing things just because I wanted to do. And the only fact that I now uh, remembered was that, like Ted was talking about this. He was talking about legacy. What are people gonna remember you for when you die? And now that I have real focus on it, and it's just that, like, I wanna be rich or wealthy, or just um, make more money. Because one is freedom, of course. Everyone wants that freedom, bro. That's the core purpose of anyone. But there should be more. So the one more thing was to give away my money, my actual money, bro, my actual money to people that who have really helped me in my life. For my people who have helped me lift, have been my gym buddies, but they did really help me to do progressive overload in the gym, just because I wasn't able to push all the weights, and they were there just to motivate me. And like, I want to just open a fucking gym and just give like, just hire him as my, probably my personal trainer, and just give the whole management of the gym for him. And these are the really hardworking people, but they can just do the job. Like, even if I recommend them to hire them as my gym manager in future, bro, that's gonna happen. And also, that's just giving away some things, okay? And I could hire some of the top best gym managers, but bro, you really need someone who is passionate about the work. And if I can just share my mistakes, like, everyone can improve. And also, the the other day I went to take a cut, and bro, I genuinely love people who just respect you, and my barber really does that. And I just want to pay him $10,000 per month and just hire him as my personal barber, and he can do his job. When when I hit 10 million a month, sorry, when I, like, get the 2cc award of 10 million, 100 million, or maybe even making 10 million a month, bro, I don't want to be like this motherfucker who just keeps his money, keeps buying his a fucking shit ton of Lambos. But maybe I'm not eligible to talk about that, but you really get the fact, bro. I just want to give away all of the things I have. And also, the biggest of the biggest goals that I have in my life is to give away a really big mansion to my family, my mother and father. Like, genuinely, like a $5 million, $3 to $4 $3 million mansion, and fucking $1 million worth of land. And where a, where I have $1 million worth of land, and there is a $3 million mansion, and they just, like, fucking some fucking, like, 8 figures in their bank account, just because they don't really have to care about money, any, like, anymore. Like, they don't really have to even ask me. Like, just imagine, bro. Like, you are a son, and you just gave your parents, both of them, 8 figures, like 10 million, 10 million, 10 million each, and they don't have to worry about anything. And that's probably not what they want, but bro, it just feels good. It just feels good for you to just do that, or maybe for them to, maybe they have dreams, aspirations to have those $10 million. Who knows, until you give them. And that's probably what my motive is right now, or the purpose right now, or the legacy that I want to leave behind. And also, I don't know, like, right now, this is something that I have been thinking very deeply, bro. Just because, bro, I don't feel no enthusiasm to work. I don't feel no motivation to work. I'm just fucking operating from the place of discipline, being desperate about the results, and thinking short term, not the long term results. And the desperateness, and it's just shit, bro. Not even socializing with some good people that I know, and not even talking to people that much in a day, not even going out and taking sun enough. Of course, I do my routine, bro. I wake up, I go into the sun in the morning and in the evening too, but not genuinely being outside where, where I really get that sunlight on my skin, like for hours, bro. That's something that I should be doing. And bro, I'm just here, just filling up my calendar with various different tasks, and not really giving a fuck about my basically, bro, I think that like things can be only achieved by being extreme, and I'm just not balancing out at the fucking biggest level that should be like, fucking like being a human, bro. I'm not being a fucking human, I'm just being a fucking basement goblin. And it just feels like fucking autistic even sometimes when I talk to people. I can't hold the eye contact sometimes. I'll just, bro. The biggest fucking thing that made me realize the thing of legacy today was I was in the gym, and bro, till the end of the workout, there was a lot of anxiety, bro. I was just in my mind. I was unable to think of anything but only bad thoughts till the last second set of my last variation, last exercise. And that just clicked, and I was like, bro, why the fuck am I operating from a place of scarcity and negativity? And it's just your state of mind that you are not fucking focusing on good things, but your subconscious brain is making you focus on the negative part of your life. And this is just, fucking feeling you, making you feel depressed every fucking day. And like that's probably caused because of like me only depending on discipline, like just because, bro, like it's just painful to only depend on the discipline. Like when you don't feel motivated, when you don't have the enthusiasm, like even on at least like probably like 2 hours a week in one day, or probably one day in a week, it's just so painful, bro. It's just so painful, and you can't really fucking, yeah, like keep eating the pain for your dinner, breakfast, fucking the whole day. And it's just not optimal. I know, like, even if maybe like somebody just does this, at the end like they're gonna be probably succeed. And that's why like most business owners like build these $100 million empire. They sell their businesses for millions of dollars, and they still find themselves being broken, just because, bro, like they had the novelty seeking thing, and they fucking built their business. And now that they sold it, now that the money that they wanted to make was being in their hand, and they couldn't think of it anymore. Like they had $100 million in their hand, like ha- they had $100 million, and they don't have to worry about my making money anymore. They had the money for their whole life. And now what? Now what, bro? I think maybe I might be wrong. Maybe I might be sound like I'm thinking way too much or overthinking. But when somebody like if you feel like it's something is making you pull hair, and bro, I'm not this type of person, bro. When I got into the gym, it was just I was just so enthusiastic about each workouts, and I didn't really give a damn single shit about the outcome. And I was just progressing I was making the same progress, probably more. And like most of the days, to be honest, back then it just felt motivated. Now I just feel like I'm just only disciplined, and like I want to get that feeling back, bro. And maybe that's because back then I was just talking to a lot of people, and I was just being like a normal human being. And you know it is what it is. Back then I wouldn't even cheat on my diet that much, but now, bro, like every fucking 10 days, 15 days, I'm cheating on my diet, and I'm eating fucking bread that's made out of palm oil, like fucking the thing that they use for fucking engine oils, bro. Well, like what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? They say that like you get things get harder by time, but you get more like you get harder too, and apparently it's easier for you to manage. But of course, the things have got harder for me, and I've got harder. But it should be easier for me to handle all of this shit, right? And it's just the opposite. And maybe it's the narrative that says that like when you are in favor of god, like satan attacks you and he just makes you feel like worse. Maybe it could be that, but bro, I don't know, maybe I'm just at this point I'm just overthinking. I'm not here to fucking like give advice or some shit, but for this particular video I'm just out here to fucking put what I think is right. And hopefully, like maybe in the upcoming future I'll probably watch this video and I'll be like, okay, this makes sense, this doesn't make sense, this makes sense, this doesn't make sense. I'll be like this. And bro, like of course I've been making a lot of mistakes. I've been at the same time have been taking a lot of action too. I'm not like I'm just overthinking, I'm just taking a lot of action too. And that's the only thing that made me to fucking do this, create this video. Otherwise, if I would not take enough action, or if I would not fucking do mistakes, I wouldn't probably make this video. I would be just fucking laying in my bed. Like at this point, I'd be fucking watching some podcast. Honestly, like bro, like to be honest, I've been fucking watching a lot of content too, but bro, my action is, to be honest, a lot of action. I have to call a lot of action. And that's exactly why I feel like, why am I fucking pulling the hair? And let's see how it goes. And bro, never in my life I've felt anxiety this much. But I do think that you have to feel certain way to choose some things. And the bigger the dragon you slay, the better the story, I think. I don't even know what I'm talking about, bro. You see how confused I am? You see how confused I am? And that's probably just because of the purpose thing. If I had enthusiasm, if I had purpose, even if I would feel like enthusiastic about my work, like at least like for a 2 minutes a day, bro, I wouldn't probably make this video. And yeah, that's all I wanna say. And honestly, at this point, I'm just fucking burnt out, bro. Just fucking don't wanna do any fucking shit. Oh my fucking god, bro. How did I even shoot this video while I felt burned out? I can't even my